1111. Make a wish. Oh man, something in this room smells funky. Really funky. Oh, ribbit. Check. All right. Let me know about the sound. If it's GG's or if it's NG. I guess my wish is that I can fix this house. Not only the physical structure of the actual house that I'm in, the environment, because it was explained to me basically today that I'm living, the house itself is in the middle of a chop shop. He said in the morning they spray out the paint booth and it comes into the house. So everything in the backyard's covered in that. If I ever had any plants or anything back there. Okay, that's one. The car fumes. And then inside the house, like I just said, this room when I walked in, it smells funky like fungus. So I don't know if that's me if it's my socks, but I've smelt it in here before. It might be the rug. Oh god, I'm complaining. Shit, this is not good. Anyway, my concept was or is to turn this building into a health center. How am I going to turn it into a health center when it's covered in toxic fumes and there's a gas leak? And what can I do? Like, strip it down to the bones and build it back up as a life house? I could. I could. And that's my wish. I had my headphones in when 11/11 rolled around, and the song that came on right at that time was a song by Trevor Noah. And I don't think I can play it. Not Trevor Noah, Trevor something. His name is literally Trevor something. And the song, my soul burns as my consciousness is uploaded into the virtual. Wow. Is that an album? Definitely interesting and unique music. Um, it's sexy music, and I was turned on to him by my girlfriend, and I thought we were broken up. We didn't see each other for 2 weeks, and then I reached out, and she said she wants to make up. So I started listening. I actually was listening to Trevor Noah before she texted me back. Want to try the concussion fix program for free. Anyway, the song that came on, it's not here, huh? He doesn't have it on his channel. Let's see. It's definitely on SoundCloud. SoundCloud is a superior music host. This is the name of the song. Girlfriend. Wait, why is it? Did I miss it? Deep wave, can you feel it? You are my obsession, a ghost cigarette. And bots don't cry. Unknown, man, no face. Die with you. Waiting digital cleanse. Girlfriend. Oh, here it is. So I said to myself, oh shoot, is this a sign? The song came on exactly at 11:11, and I was supposed to be making a wish. And that I missed. I couldn't stop thinking about her over the last 2 weeks. And I finally, as I was working out today, and I'm thinking, I have to get myself, I have to improve myself. You ever heard the saying that? Let's see if I could figure this out. The best physiques are built after a breakup. Breakups create bodybuilders. Why do men get buff after a breakup? Exercise alleviate. I wasn't really trying to alleviate negative feelings. I was just trying to improve myself, basically for the next one, or for myself, to be able to be confident. I guess that's negative feeling, right? Lack of confidence. Um. So okay, I guess that's accurate then. So I said, "Oh shoot, it's a sign." Nah, good enough. Yeah, something's funky. It's probably my, probably me. So don't shoot. It's a sign. Now, do I even really want to be married? I'm thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about it. And I'm working out today, and I'm going, oh, I guess this is for the next one. And I think about it. Think about the next one, and then she gets back to me. She says, "Oh, the makeup's gonna be even better." I said, "Oh shit." Now I'm really happy, about getting back together with her. And then I'm thinking, "Oh man, now I'm a one woman man again. Is that what I am? Is that what I want to be? Why wouldn't I? Isn't that isn't that the lesson that I should have learned when I was married? Isn't that the right way, the way that it's supposed to be? One woman, one man. What's all this talk in the red pill movement about the alpha male having multiple women? Is that bullshit, or is it the one woman man thing bullshit? What's the right way? Is it one sun with multiple planets orbiting it, or is it a light star and a dark star? The duality of nature. It's probably that one, right? If you're watching this, I want you to type in the chat. It could be now, it could be another time if you're watching in the future. Type in the chat, what do you think? Duality of nature, one man, one woman, or alpha male, multiple women? What's your opinion? I do I do take people's opinions into consideration. Breakups create bodybuilders. Huh, huh. Oh man, quite enhanced though. Enhanced looking. I mean,
They say breakups make bodybuilders. If you hold grudges, resentment, and anger, genuine love still wants to show compassion, understanding, and love, even as things end. Being vulnerable was difficult. That's what you do when you want a committed, genuine relationship with someone.
let's try this again.
They say breakups make bodybuilders. If you hold grudges, resentment, and anger, genuine love still wants to show compassion, understanding, and love, even as things end. Being vulnerable was difficult. That's what you do when you want a committed, genuine relationship with someone.
can't watch this whole thing. It's 8 minutes. But okay. Now, somebody wanted me to talk about somebody wanted me to talk about what is his name? WWE, but I guess we'll just start with this one here. USA Hockey requires all junior players to wear neck protection in wake of Adam Johnson's death. What the? Adam Johnson died? Poor guy. Okay. Adam Johnson. Poor guy. What happened here? Oh. This was the guy who kicked him in the neck. Who got kicked in the neck. USA Hockey announced Sunday it will require the use of neck laceration protection for all junior hockey players beginning August 1st, a decision coming 3 months after a player died from a skate to the neck. Safety is always at the forefront of our conversations. Yeah, because hockey is a concussion sport. And the action of our Congress today reflected that. USA Hockey President Michael Trimboli. We appreciate the significant work done by our Safety and Protective Equipment Committee led by Dr. Mike Stewart and the many others who were instrumental in the overall evaluation process. The new rule will apply to all players and on-ice officials under the age of 18 in both games and practices. The decision comes months after the death of American hockey player Adam Johnson. Sorry, I didn't mean to gloss over his name. Respect for the dead. Adam Johnson, who suffered a serious neck injury playing for the English professional team Nottingham Panthers. A Sheffield, England coroner's report found the 29-year-old sustained an incised wound to the neck caused by the skate of another player and later died in hospital as a result of the injury. In 2022, Connecticut high school player Teddy Balkind died after a similar incident. Johnson's shocking death in October sparked a greater awareness of the dangers of not wearing a neck guard and spurred changes throughout the sport. Days after his death, England Ice Hockey announced all players at all levels would be required to wear approved neck protection starting January 24. So that's now. For USA Hockey, neck laceration protection. Well, let me just go back to this part here, because you might be safer. You definitely will be safer with the neck guard, and it's a very rare occurrence that this type of stuff is actually happening. But the second one, Teddy Balkind, that was an accident. The first one to Adam Johnson, that was on purpose. And I would bet, maybe not a lot of money because there's other predispositions. The gentleman, the guy who kicked him in the neck and killed him, he was known for being a psychopath, and maybe hockey had nothing to do with it. What I'm thinking is maybe the concussions from hockey increased his psychopathy. Just think of Chris Benoit in the WWF. He, he had a finishing move where he basically hit people with his head, and when they did the coroner's report on him, his brain was very scarred. Many shear marks, which, if you can imagine a Jell-O mold, like a big thing of Jell-O that's been molded in the shape of a brain, and what would happen if you drop that? You'd have a shearing where the Jell-O kind of like breaks, and the brain is stuck in the skull, so it doesn't break, but it's sheared, and it's like a line, but it's not a line. It's a plane. It's two-dimensional, and it goes right through the whole brain. And that becomes a scar. So that's what Chris Benoit had. And I would bet that the guy who did this had that type of injuries. I know that for me personally, the injuries that I've had to my brain doing martial arts, and in particular ultimate fighting, it's caused me to have symptoms of maybe psychopathy, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, anger, irritability, sociopathy. Is that the word? Where you don't care for other people, you don't care about what happens to them, even going so far as to want bad things to happen to people. That's not normal. But is that a pre-existing condition? Am I just a piece of shit my whole life? That's a possibility. Anyway, if you see me training, most of the time I'm wearing a neck guard anyway because I have bone spurs in my neck. I think there's a machismo within ice hockey where you're seen as being something less if you choose to wear more protective equipment, ice hockey broadcaster Seth Bennett told CNN Sport in November. Born in Hibbing, Minnesota, Johnson started his professional career in the American Hockey League before progressing to the NHL, where he played for the Pittsburgh Penguins, featuring in 13 matches over 2 years and scoring 4 points. Nice, bro. 4 points in 13 matches. That's not bad. I wonder if it's worth it. How much money do semi-pro ice hockey players make if they don't play in the NHL?
According to Play Hockey in Europe, yes, on average, SPHL players will make a few $100s per week plus bonuses.
$55,000 a year. That's about what I made in the UFC, to be honest. And that was a lot for me. I made the same amount of money fighting in the UFC as a minor league hockey player. In 3 years, I made $55,000. So I actually made less because this is the average. So some people make more, some people make less. The equivalent of $1,000 a week. $25 an hour. I mean, to play a game, I don't think that's a bad deal. I guess everything has a risk, though, huh? It's a concussion sport, so that's not good. Now you got to watch out for getting your your throat slit. Sheesh. Well, if you watch me train, I always wear, like I said, a neck guard, and the more gear, the better, in my opinion, for safety's sake. But check this out. Also, I heard somebody outside. But also, the more gear you use, the more gear you can sell. Excuse. How's that? The more gear you use, the more gear you can sell. Think of it like that. It's like somebody goes to, bad example, somebody goes to McDonald's. What's the most amount of money that you can spend at a McDonald's for one person? One person at McDonald's you could buy a meal, you can supersize the meal. What else can you get? You can get a toy. You can get a dessert. Right? If you get a meal, but it only comes with a certain amount, and then you want extra, like, say it only comes with a burger and fries, and you want nuggets, you could buy extra nuggets. But realistically, you're going to get full after a certain point. So say you get an extra burger, you got 2 burgers and fries, plus nuggets, plus a drink, plus a toy, plus a dessert. You know, most people would be filled to the brim after that. And so there's a limit on the amount of money that you could spend in any, store. Now the NHL or hockey in general is a store. Hockey saying the NHL is like saying McDonald's, and saying hockey is like saying a restaurant or a specific type of restaurant. Okay? In the McDonald's example, it's a burger and fries restaurant. Okay? So, so there's only a certain amount of money that you can spend in a restaurant. But now, okay, so now hockey is a restaurant. There's only a certain amount of money that you can spend. You get the skates. You get the shin pads that has the knee pads attached. You got to get the super high socks that goes over everything, right? The shorts with the pads on it, okay? A cup underneath, maybe. I don't know all the gear, but I think there's shoulder pads, elbow pads, right? Gloves, all the pads. Now you're adding another product, and that is more money. It's like, say the McDonald's example, you got all that, but now they're selling a, let's see, what's another food item or another item that you could add on? Ooh, it's a fancy cup for your drink. Extra $2, right? You get the Star Wars cup or whatever. Anyway, I'm just thinking in terms of branding, marketing, and sales. The more you have that can be purchased, the more opportunity you have to make more money. That's the way I look at it. Okay. And I'm usually a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think there's a conspiracy on this one. Like, oh yeah, they faked the guy's death so they could sell more neck guards. I think that's just a unfortunate occurrence. Usually I might say something like that. But today I'm not saying that um, Adam Johnson. I'm not saying that Adam Johnson's death was faked just to sell more neck guards. I think neck guards should be required for all levels. Alright, we're going to talk more about kids here. Since that was about youth hockey, here we go. Disposable vapes banned in the United Kingdom after stark warnings of risks to young people. The United Kingdom government on Monday announced it will ban disposable vapes, citing an alarming rise in the number of young people using them. There will also be new restrictions on how vapes can be packaged and displayed. As well as the flavors they can come in. Oh, they're trying to market it to kids. Remember Joe Camel? Brightly colored e-cigs, which are used once and thrown away, have proliferated in the UK and other countries in recent years. Oh man, I smoked one of those, like maybe two of them. I think I bought a pack of like 3 maybe. Maybe I smoked 3. Back in the day, this wasn't recently, but oof, does not leave a good taste. Like, tobacco is pretty bad. You get that, just like that feeling, that taste. It's not even in your mouth. It's like in your whole core. It's just like, but the vapes, ooh, even worse. And not worse taste-wise, worse It was a worse feeling. And I think that's called popcorn lung. Pointing to the nicotine content that's typically present in many vapes, the United Kingdom government on Monday warned that withdrawal from the substance can sometimes cause anxiety, trouble concentrating, and headaches. While vaping can play a role in helping adult smokers to quit, children should never vape. It's illegal to sell vapes. Oh, can I see comments? Oh, shoot. Sorry, chat's currently unavailable. Yo, thank you, Rick. Hold on, let me fix that. Docs. Chat. Docs. Chat. Sorry, the chat is currently unavailable. Oh, man. Hold on a second. YouTube live control panel. Let's try this. Concurrent viewers. Okay. And now let's see if the chat works now. No. Alright, so I'll just go to my YouTube here. Yo, my bad, Rick. I didn't, because if you look at my screen, if I showed you my screen, yeah, I'll just bring this over so you can take a look. You see how small that text is? I couldn't even read it. It says, sorry, the chat is currently unavailable. I had no idea. I couldn't even read that. So I'll just go on YouTube. Oh, shit. Greetings, Master Luke. Audio's a bit low. Nice combos today. I like the cross hook cross. Louder. Hello, Coconut Head. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put this down. Give me 1 second. And then go here. That's 100, guys. Alright, so that's got to be good. I'm looking at the meter on the OBS on the streaming software, and it looks pretty high. You was conversing with yourself. Alright, well, I'm a bit behind, but I'm back, Rick. You like the combos, huh? Which part was different strokes for different folks? Oh, I see. Yeah, the chick thing, right? Different strokes for different folks. Alright. Alright. How's the sound though, Rick? Let me know. I could turn it up a little louder on my streaming software. Just say little louder. No problem, bro. Number of children vaping has tripled over the last 3 years. Isn't it crazy how companies can sell something that's known to be deadly? You're starting to question whether or not I'm a one woman man or not. Yeah, audio's fine, thank you. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I definitely am glad that I got the text back from my girlfriend because she's got some really nice qualities. She's vegan and she's very fit. She's pretty and she's a good lover. The only problem is we don't see each other enough, in my opinion. We only see each other once a week at most. Sometimes not even that. So I don't see how she's a girlfriend. Although I been watching, I watch a guy on YouTube. Pull him up real quick. Fit Fearless. This guy, FitX Fearless. 5 signs a woman regrets losing you but is afraid to show it. Miami girls rate fit guy. Alright, what did he say? He said him and his girlfriend only see each other once a week and it's an overnight. But he has multiple girlfriends. He dates 7 days a week. He's got different girls on different dates of the week, and his girlfriend is, I guess, okay with that. Wait, let me get this chat box out of here. Wait, where? How is the chat box? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. The yin to my yang, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying before with the one woman man thing, one man woman thing. There's no yang and then multiple yins. But I guess it would be a rotation if I went that way. That's what this guy does. FitX Fearless has a rotation, but he does have a main chick. And I think that's how the ancient, alphas that all the red pill guys love to talk about and use as an example. They go, oh yeah, what's his name? Attila the Hun? Was it Attila the Hun? I don't know. Roman Emperor, some chiefs and Muslims, and they say, oh yeah, that they got a queen and then they got concubines. So it's got to be up to me. That's the one thing I never did was learn pickup and do day game and stuff like that. I got a brief taste of the training with Johnny Elite, but it didn't pan out. And I don't know if it fits into my lifestyle, but I would have fitted in if I was single, but now I guess I'm not single anymore. We'll see. I don't know if you could see behind me. There's a slanted wall. I took the green screen down because I want to put it on the first floor where all the band equipment is. And I do have a green screen that I can attach to the back of my chair. I'll still get, the green screen effect. But I don't know why I'm telling you. You can't really see. There's lines on the wall. I'm going to put a mirror up there. You can kind of see the lines right there. Right there. Giant mirror. And it angles down towards the action. And that was because of her. She turned me on to mirrors. What can I say? I'm in love. I wish I wasn't. What would FitX Fearless do? He'd say, don't be in love. Beta bitch. Lundos is the type of guy who's in love. Londos falls in love after the first date. Where we at? 11:57. All right. I don't know if I think we have time for one more story. Alex Robinson, CEO of charity Hubbub, said that disposable vapes were a single-use plastic electrical and have been an environmental disaster. Each one contains a battery and a circuit board with precious metals like lithium, but it's too expensive to recycle them, and most are just chucked in the bin. The vaping measure comes amid a broader United Kingdom crackdown that is set to make it illegal to sell any tobacco product to anyone born on or after January 1st, 2009? Is that forever? Wow. If that's true, that's wow. If that's true, that's a big wow. Okay, let's see if we got anything else up here about kids. Tech startups giving a slick. This is kind of related with the e-waste of the tech startups are giving U.S. healthcare services a slick makeover. Tech startups and the medical industry. Is that a match made in heaven or a match made in hell? Yo, thanks for messaging me, Rick. That was good. W for Rick. W Rick. MVP tonight. As per usual. Tech startups are giving U.S. healthcare services a slick makeover. Whoops. Several companies are entering the American market to disrupt traditional, staid healthcare systems. They see a big opportunity to create change and make money. At CityBlock Health's permanent locations across the U.S.'s Mid-Atlantic and Midwest, sleek waiting rooms are outfitted in royal blue branding. In some cities, the company also deploys mobile units, huge retrofitted motor caravans painted the same hue. CityBlock Health, which provides medical, mental health, and social care, began as part of Sidewalk Labs, Google's urban innovation group, to make healthcare more accessible. Its aesthetic doesn't feel far from the shiny vibe of its Silicon Valley origins. Almost like a hip urban coffee shop. It is one of an increasing number of startups, both physical and digital, that have come full steam ahead into the American healthcare industry. These businesses aim to transform the face of healthcare services by replacing the staid. I thought staid was spelled differently, but I know I'm wrong. I just want to see what this means. Sedate, respectable, and adventurous. Okay, so boring. Often difficult to navigate traditional system with something more inviting and efficient, even spa-like in some cases. While similar companies are popping up globally, there is a singular opportunity in the U.S. where private insurance is notoriously complex and opaque. To succeed, these companies aim to address some of the country's major pain healthcare points, chief among them cost and accessibility. What does the word opaque mean in this context? Not able to be seen through, not transparent. Is that it? Hard or impossible to understand. There it is. For instance, Some make appointment booking easier, reduce time to see a doctor, or even open access to once restricted medical technology devices. Many of these businesses also work directly with private and government insurers, simplifying the process for patients as a core part of their business strategies. Okay, so we're about to end the stream in like 5 minutes, guys. It's going to be 11 to 12. I started at 11:11 tonight, so I'll go to 12:13. But this is going to be the last story, and I just want to translate this for you. When they say many of these businesses also work directly with private and government insurers, what they're saying is that the ones that work for the government are setting the stage for the mark of the beast. The digital ID, with its required vaccination, is the mark of the beast. And if you don't have it, these companies, which are working with private and government insurers, will deny your care, deny your insurance, and will force you by those routes to accept the mark of the beast. Hope I can say that on YouTube. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's free speech anymore and what's not. With this approach, they're not only trying to break down barriers, they're also courting a new, younger group of consumers in ways that feel familiar and frictionless. Will it work? Many of these new healthcare players have physical locations with the same curated, minimalist feel and approach. The Doc Anecdotes. Good flick. Really? Let me see. Documentary Anecdotes. Anecdotals? Oh. Oh. I see, Rick. A compassionate exploration of the nuanced vaccine debate. While the vaccine debate grows more divided, those with adverse reactions get stuck in the middle. Synopsis. In March 2021, after receiving my Pfizer shot, I couldn't feel the left side of my face for a month. 18 months later, electric shocks and muscle weakness continue. Unable to receive the second dose, I am amongst a group of partially vaccinated people who have been outcast from many aspects of society with no empathy. We've been censored and told it's unethical to talk about our stories because we are just anecdotes. Wow. You found it through RFK website? Oh, nice, Rick. Children's Health Defense? I was gonna, I guess, wait to say this because I'm not sure that my crazy ex is gonna report me to my family. Because I'm not supposed to have anybody in this building anymore. But I went to an RFK meeting a couple of weeks ago, and they emailed me yesterday or 2 days ago asking if I knew any place where they could host an RFK meeting. And I said, yeah, I do know a place. It's on the first floor of my building. I want to turn it into a health center. It's a room. I sent them the video of band practice so you could see how big the room is. She said, it looks good. Are you sure you want to do that? I said, yes, I do. Next Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. RFK Jr. rally in my building. So that's exciting. I'm glad to help. I think it's think it's gonna be good, man. I never was politically motivated until now. Okay. Hope Sir Doyle will be there. Can you stream it? Yes. Yes, he will be there, and yes, I can stream it. Where were we? Yeah, the last meeting, there was a guy there who has an office in Nevada, and it seems like he's got a lot of money, and he wanted to rent a building for the RFK team. You know how like they have storefronts that they'll rent, you know, and they got a sign out front. It's like, oh, I don't know, just say Johnson, like Johnson 24, and that's like the headquarters. So he said, yeah, I'll do that for you guys. But imagine it comes out to be my place. That would be so dope. The RFK Jr. Nassau County headquarters, right here on the first floor of this building. Oh man. Oh man. So I don't know. I'm kind of over this. Virtual startups with the same principles are also major players. Their digital aesthetics mimic the minimalism of the brick and mortar clinics, and they provide services on modern uber functional web platforms. Maven Clinic, a virtual women's healthcare platform, was named one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential companies of 2023. BetterHelp, which connects patients directly to mental health professionals online, crested $1 billion profits in 2022. BetterHelp, I actually did a report on them for my psychology class because that's a company that I could end up working for. Never know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm kind of in school just to keep my dad occupied, satisfied, and let me live here. So if I can make Master Lucky Brand successful, I, you know, well, I wouldn't. I mean, I still would like the certification, and I still would like to help people. I just, I'd like to have it as a another source of income, and not have to fall back on that because I failed at entrepreneurship. There are so many new privately funded players in the field, says Dan Durazio, CEO of healthcare research and consulting firm Sage Growth Partners, in part because healthcare spending is a massive pie. If U.S. healthcare was its own country, it would have a GDP of $4.3 trillion. That'd make it the fourth largest in the world, he says. There's truly a massive amount of money spent in U.S. healthcare. It's no secret that people avoid the dentist. Not only do customers rate the experience low on the Net Promoter Score, which measures customer satisfaction, but it is known for surprise bills, long wait times, judgmental attitudes from clinicians, and inhospitable environments. Zhang says Ten's goal is to not only eliminate the reasons people avoid the dentist, but also provide a visit so comfortable and welcoming that patients see it as a joyful experience and will be inspired to stop skipping their visits and reprioritize their oral health. Alright. Way too much to read right now. I'm ending in a minute. You know what I want to get? I want to get a water pick. That'd be cool. Alright guys, I'll be back. I think I'm gonna have band practice with Sir Doyle tomorrow or something. But I wanted to get on tonight because it's February 2nd? Oh, it's February 1st. Okay.
Some people will never like you because I believe your spirit irritates their demons. You want to be strong?
Have a good night and hit me up with any questions.
My girlfriend.
You got the number.
Left me for my training partner. It devastated me. It rocked my world. It hurt me so bad. I went to the gym and my ex-training partner and my ex-fiance were kissy face, huggy bear in the gym, and I'm there at the same time with me. Use this hurt as fuel, as
Damn. That's pretty harsh. Peace out, Ricky.
All that energy and put it into the gym. I would train like every day. Every day look better and better. I'm in the mirror. I'm scared of myself in the mirror. Look at training as something that builds character, work ethic. Look at training as something that really builds confidence. Look at something that training that shows you how to fail and shows you how to get up and win. There's much more to bodybuilding than just building muscle. Character building, confidence, integrity, how to lose, how to win, the work ethic. That's bodybuilding as far as I see it.
Accurate.